Hello my dear students, now we will learn from the texts that how transmission media works. So in this lesson we will learn about transmission media. So the transmission medium can be defined as a pathway that can transmit information from a sender to receiver. Transmission media are located below the physical layer and controlled by the physical layer. Transmission media are also called communication channels. Transmission media are two types. They can be guided transmission medium or unguided and unguided transmission medium. The following chart categorized transmission media. This is the chart that classifies the transmission medium. First of all, there is guided media. This one is the guided media, and other is twisted in, and other is unguided medium. Guided media, that means in the channel that has a medium. It's like twisted pair, coaxial cable, power lines, fiber optics, etc. The unguided mediums are radio transmission, microwave transmission, infrared transmission, light transmissions. So from there we will learn about radio transmission. Now, coming to the point, that the guided transmission mediums. These are the guided transmission mediums. A guided transmission medium are also called bounded media or wired media. They comprise cables or wires through which data is transmitted. They are called guided since they provide a physical conduit from the sender device to the receiver device. The signal traveling through these media are bounded by the physical limits to the medium. The most popular guided media are twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, power lines, fiber optics. Unguided transmission medium. Unguided transmission media are also called wireless media. They transport data in the form of electromagnetic waves. That do not require any cables or transmission line. These media are bounded by geographical boundaries. Thus, it has no media like the previous ones. This type of communication is commonly referred to as wireless communication. In unguided signals can travel three ways: grounded propagation, sky propagation, line of sight propagation. First two propagations are used in the radio AM or FM signal, radio AM signal, and the last thing, line of sight propagation, is basically used in the cellular phone. Okay, the commonly used unguided transmissions are radio transmission, microwave transmission, infrared transmission, light transmission. That is the part of radio transmission. So coming to the point, now we will go through to the next lecture, that what will be the radio transmission. That is our main agenda and objective of this lecture. That is the radio transmission. So in electromagnetic spectrum, all omnidirectional waves in frequency. Omnidirectional means singular direction, that means unidirectional. One has just one directional. All omnidirectional waves that in frequencies 3 kilohertz to 1 gigahertz are called radio waves. That is the definition of radio waves. So all in the electromagnetic spectrum, all omnidirectional waves in the frequencies ranges between 3 kilohertz to 1 gigahertz are called radio waves. They are widely used for communication since they are easy to generate. They can travel long distances and can penetrate buildings. Radio waves have omnidirectional antennas, that is antennas that can send signals in all directions. The properties of radio waves vary according to their frequencies. However, radio waves at all frequencies are prone to interference from electrical equipment like motors. That means radio waves prone to interference means if a motor it is an electromagnetic wave, so it will also interfere to its signals. Low and medium frequency radio waves. Low and medium frequency radio waves can pass through obstacles, have ground propagation. That is the part of the ground propagation, medium wave ground propagation, or low wave ground propagation. However, the power diminishes rapidly depending upon the distance. That means how much the distance that will carry through from the source. The attenuation in power is called path loss. That is the definition of path loss. What is known as path loss? The attenuation in power is called the path loss. That means when a wave, low wave or medium wave, passes through certain distance and for attenuation it loses its power, so it's known as the path loss. AM radio uses AM radio basically use the low frequency and medium frequency bands. High frequency radio waves. What are the high frequency radio waves? The high frequency radio waves are radio waves travel in straight lines and have a sky propagation. However, they are affected by interferences, are affected by rains. That means high frequencies are most of all are the sky propagations. So two propagations are very much important here: the ground propagation and sky propagation. Sky propagations are basically used in the FM radio. They are also used for long distance broadcasting and FM radio. Long distance broadcasting, just like the TV broadcastings or all type of radio broadcastings that has been long distance broadcast, there we use the sky propagation. However, they are affected by interferences and are affected by rains. That means they will reflected through our troposphere and come again to the ground. So the military communicates in the high frequency and very high frequency bands. So these frequencies are high frequency radio waves. The applications: broadcasting and multicasting, fixed and mobile radio communication, AM and FM radio, television, marine communication, wireless computer networks, cordless phones. So these are the applications in high frequency radio waves or radio transmission. Now, if we want to know what is what is really radio wave transmission, then we can find it out. The radio wave transmission, this kind of things is the radio wave transmission. So radio wave have frequencies between 10 kilohertz to 1 gigahertz. The range of electromagnetic spectrum between 10 kilohertz and 1 gigahertz is known as radio frequency. Radio waves are omnidirectional. When an antenna sends radio waves, they are propagated in all directions. Omnidirectional means that all directions that will propagate in all directions. This defines that the sending, that means this kind of thing, that is one kind of point, and that has been go through to the circle, in all directions, that has been propagated to the all directions. This defines that the sending and receiving antennas do not have to be aligned. The sending, that means that not have to be aligned. That means if there is a transmitter here TX, and if there is a receiver, they should not have to be aligned to each other or line of sight to have a communication right now. A sending antenna sends waves at that receiving antenna can receive. It is based on the wavelength, strength and purpose of transmission. There are various type of antennas and display in the figures. That is the various antenna that is display here. That is the radio tower. You have basically seen most of our countries here and there. Radio waves are those waves that propagate in sky mode, can travel long distances. Radio waves are those of low and medium frequency, can penetrate walls, that can be penetrating walls. Thus an AM radio can receive signals inside a building also, and the previous radios, AM radios, we can also listen radio inside the wall. And that is the Yagi antenna, that is the half wave dipole antenna. So these are the three antennas. We will know the antenna very widely in the next lectures, while in the last lectures we will know it better. The radio waves are effortless to generate and they can travel a long distance. Due to these reasons, they are broadly used for indoor and outdoor communications. These are the waves through which your walkie-talkie sets the radio operates. Features of radio transmission: it can easy to generate, it can traverse long distances, it is omnidirectional. Omnidirectional means that has been no singular direction, all direction, that will propagate all direction. It can pass through constructing quickly, so they find considerable use in communication both indoor and outdoor. Some advantages of radio transmissions are following. The advantages of radio transmission: radio waves offers mobility at a lower price. It has a very low setup price, as it does need the digging, laying in the cables. Radio can transit long distance, wave can penetrate wall, no land acquisition right required, provides each of the complicated geographical conditions. That is the advantages, and that is the disadvantages. As you can see here, the last two lines: uncertain and simple type of communication, and gets affected by weather effects like rains, thunderstorms, etc. That's all for now.